How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. It's happening again. Bitcoin is moving up. We have the fear and greed kind of moving out, flipping out of the fear section. We have some big events happening in the next few days. One tomorrow, one Wednesday, and then we have some more throughout the week. We also have some big news for XRP. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Not in the office yet, but we will be probably in the next video or maybe the video after that. So I apologize for the audio and apologize for the video as well. But the important stuff is the content. Now, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. You can see this has been a good time to long with Bitcoin going from 52.5, saying actually a higher low, all the way up to 60,000 now. And today it's looking pretty good too, around 60,400. If you want to trade for yourself, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. They're doing a big Caspa airdrop. You can trade all different kinds of cryptos like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, etc. Caspa, which we've talked about, made a video talking about Caspa and how much Caspa you need. If you haven't seen that video and you like Caspa or you want to learn more, check it out on the channel. Let's start on Bitcoin. Like I said, Bitcoin's looking pretty good right now. Obviously, we're just getting to the point we were a couple weeks ago, but still, it's nice to see. It's nice to see us moving up pretty consistently back into the 60,000s. Bitcoin fear and greed has popped out of fear. We're now in neutral. So last week we were in fear, and I think we even hit extreme fear at one point recently, getting down to about 22. Now, this is not as far as we were in the bear market. Keep in mind, in the bear market, we were at like 8 or 9 for a while, like consistently in fear or extreme fear. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about buying or as you're going long. Like, you generally want to do it when we're in deep fear, and that would have done pretty well for you if you had been buying back, a week and a half ago. We would have been around 54,000, but I'm not saying that's not a good time to be buying. Just something to pay attention to, right? If you're changing up, you're changing up your style, or when you're buying just because the price is going up, or emotions or something, that's something that you need to keep in check. We do have a lot of Bitcoin holders withdrawing from exchanges. 9,200 Bitcoin worth 550 million were withdrawn from exchanges today. Probably holding for a decent amount of time, maybe new buyers. So good to see. We have seen also just a lot of people buying through the Bitcoin ETFs, or maybe some hedge funds buying, probably more likely hedge funds, but they are buying a significant amount. It's funny though, because this is so tied to the price of Bitcoin. If you look on the days that we've had inflows to the Bitcoin ETFs and the price of Bitcoin, they're very correlated. Right, so we had a plus $263 million day the other day, and then Bitcoin moved up. It will be interesting to see, because obviously tomorrow, about 24 hours from now, we're going to see, okay, are there more inflows? Does this push us back into the low 60,000s, like past exactly where we're at now, which is right at 60,000? Do we move back into the $61,000, $62,000, $63,000 range? We can make a couple $1,000 move just in one day of ETFs buying. Yesterday we talked about Coinbase manipulating the market, and if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. I brought it up because there are a lot of large Twitter personalities that are discussing this. Thomas, though, says something similar to what I said. If Coinbase could manipulate the Bitcoin price, they would manipulate it up and not down, because Coinbase's share price tracks BTC almost 1-to-1. They make a lot more money, just like just about every cryptocurrency company. They make a lot more money when people are jumping into crypto, are trading, are FOMOing, and a lot of people will buy their stock if they see the price of Bitcoin moving up. So just something to keep in mind. Robinhood is supporting now Ripple, XRP. Apparently, they're changing their ways a little bit with a little bit more guidance on regulation from the SEC. They're now supporting XRP, which is cool to see. I know there are a lot of XRP fans out there. If you want to trade XRP, by the way, if you want to do more than just buy it or sell it, if you want to trade it, you can do it over on Margex. You can see a big jump actually I'm guessing this is the day that it was announced, or that it came out, jumping from 53 all the way up to 58. A nice 10% move there, and now moved all the way up to 60, got rejected now, coming down a little bit, and looks like it's moving back up into that $60,000 range again, or 60-cent range again. So that is cool to see. We obviously have a big week ahead. Main thing is FOMC on Wednesday at 2 p.m. They'll come out with their interest rate decision. Then 2:30, Fed Chair Powell will hold his press conference. There's not a lot going the rest of the week. There's not even any, it looks like nothing important scheduled on Friday. Obviously, we have initial jobless claims, existing home sales, that kind of thing. So people will be paying attention to that, but it's not necessarily the largest thing this week by any means. The next week, though, we have personal income, personal spending, PCE, core PCE, obviously, as well. New home sales. We have the second revision of GDP as well, pending home sales. So it should be an important week the week after. Keep in mind, after this coming week, it's the end of the quarter. So there might be some repositioning in different funds. There also might be, there are going to be earnings coming up very soon as well. Okay, so that will be probably the next wave of things to pay attention to after this week, after the FOMC and after, the PCE. People will start paying attention to, like, what are earnings going to look like. So there might be some volatility there. Obviously, like I said, tomorrow too, we will have the next round of inflows or outflow data. So that could really push markets, in my opinion. These ETFs do hold a lot of power. They can buy $250 million worth of Bitcoin or sell $250 million worth of Bitcoin in a day. So that does shift around the markets. Of course, a lot of it does have to do with the futures market as well. How leverage are people going? What's open interest look like? Does seem like there are more longs than shorts right now. It seems like people are a little bit more bullish, moving back into the neutral territory on fear and greed. So be interesting to see what happens going forward. Of course, we have to keep a level head, right? We have been stuck in the same region, the same channel for 6 months, 7 months. So if you've made it this far, congrats. You are stronger than a lot of people. Your resolve is awesome. And you will most likely be rewarded for it at some point in the future. Let me know your thoughts, though, underneath the video. I think this is just a boring time for Bitcoin for the most part, but we're getting into the exciting part. Obviously, September can be a little bit tumultuous. It can be a little bit rough, but typically October, November, December are better. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to trade crypto, like I said, there is that link to Margex underneath the video where you can get started in just a few minutes. You don't need a KYC, meaning you don't have to give your own personal information to them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all